The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases, and his mercies never come to an end. And that means that his steadfast love and his mercies are with us even this Sunday as we worship apart. As individuals, as families, with your roommates, God's steadfast love is here among us. And it's my hope that you would experience his steadfast love as you worship him today. We have created a worship service to lead you through the various parts of worship. If you go down, you will see different audio clips, and Joshua in those audio clips leads us through the various elements of the service. Click on those, and then you can go through to songs and where you can worship God through song. There is also a time for a sermon and children's teaching. The children's resources are on the page below, and before you even start worshiping as a family, you may want to go to those to see what's going to be needed for those, and your kids can do those during the sermon time or at another time. But the service has been laid out very simply so that everyone can participate. And one of the ways in which you can participate together or on your own is that we've left the scripture readings off so that you could get someone in your household or a roommate or yourself to meditate through those and read them out loud. But the passage that I have chosen this Sunday is a sermon from the book of Ruth. And the book of Ruth is all about how God shows and manifests his steadfast love where we would least expect it, in the midst of tragedy and trial, a heartache, and when resources are thin. And that's a time that we're in now. But the book of Ruth also wants to show us how not only does God manifest his steadfast love in these times, God manifests his steadfast love, his covenant faithfulness to us through other people in these times. And so as you worship today, I want you to think about the ways in which God has manifested his steadfast love to you this past week through someone else. And think about the ways in which God might be calling you to manifest his steadfast covenant faithfulness to someone else during this time when we are homebound. Remember that as we worship together, we are together. The Spirit, we believe, unites things that are separated by time and space. The Spirit does that every Sunday when he gathers us along with all the saints from around the world and across time to the throne room of God, where we worship God with the angels and archangels and all the heavenly host. And that same thing is happening today. But we also lament the fact that we are not in one another's presence. And it's okay to take some time during this service or today to grieve and to lament the fact that we're not able to be together, and to pray that God would bring the day when we could see each other again face to face, when we could experience the love of Jesus through physical touch and smiles and communication. Until that day, the Lord be with you, and may you know his steadfast love.